Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is keeping well. Welcome back again with another live show on the channel. It is the match review and the player ratings from yesterday's incredible 3-3 draw against Liverpool yesterday. That was a cracking game yesterday. It really, really was. It is just me for this show. Mason's just had to go and visit his grandparents, but he will be back for the Brentford preview. But if you enjoyed this show, guys, hit the thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the YouTube search results. So smash the likes if you haven't already done so yet. And please, of course, if you're brand new at the channel, if you're not yet subscribing and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button, free to do so. It does help make the channel grow. And do hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video has been uploaded as well. So please do hit the bell notification to make sure you do not miss any content at all that we bring out for you week in, week out on this channel. And if you want to give a donation to the channel, feel free to do so. And if you want to become a member to 99p, hit the join button. And if you are a member of the channel, you are put into a prize draw we do as well. We'll nip into comments quickly. Incredible game yesterday. Take a point against the champions. Elect any day. How in-game management was questionable again. We were dead on our feet before they scored. Yeah. There was at times, but you know what? The character from our lads yesterday was absolutely incredible. It really, really was. We didn't at times let our heads drop. I mean, of course, we took the lead twice. We did fall behind, but we got back and leveled the game up at the end as well, which was great. Why can't we play like this every week? If we go down to Brentford and play like we did at Palace, I'll have some serious questions. It's all about consistency now. We need to start doing against these teams now. Not just the top teams, but this is what, because look what we're capable of doing when we play at our best. Why can't we just do that every game at all? I mean, I don't mind losing a game as long as you give some effort, but when you turn up and can't be arsed, that's when it's not acceptable at all. Coffee, good evening. Hope you're well. By the way, watch Chris is dancing on the next set before cameras rehearsal tomorrow. Means we got there in the end. Nice one, Brian. Good evening, Truls. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you are keeping well. So we do look at the team sheet first. Of course, just before kickoff. We did go with Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side this time. And do you know what? Fair play to Murphy. He really, really put in a shift in, I thought, yesterday. Was very unlucky not to score at times. Probably should have. But you know what? I think Jacob Murphy did very, very well yesterday. I really, really thought he did. Is this his opportunity now to see what he can do? I mean, it's got to possibly be him, possibly on that right-hand side, you could say. We know it doesn't work with Barnes. It hasn't worked with Gordon. And the other games, unfortunately, hasn't worked with Joe Linton. So is it going to have to be Murphy on that position at the moment until we possibly get a right winger in January? We shall wait and see. But again, fair play to Murphy. He did very well yesterday. And we saw the rotation in the midfield. So we saw finally Tonali take that centre role, and we had Bruno a bit more on the right. And look how well that worked. That was good to see a bit of rotation from Eddie yesterday. And it worked very, very well. Bruno was a lot more involved yesterday. And so was Tonali, was in particular as well. Really, really was. So I think that's what Eddie needs to do, is have Tonali in the number 6 role and have Bruno on the right side of centre midfield. Like Bruno did when the first season he came and played, when he first joined us. As well, I'm good. Thank you, Peter. Hope you are too. Very well. Thanks, Truls. Good evening, Andrew. Hope you're well. Tonali was immense yesterday. My man of the match for us. Yeah. Do you know what? You can give it to a few players for man of the match yesterday. Isak in particular. Tonali. Yes, I think Bruno was working his off as well. Do you know? I know the defense had 3 goals. Got past them as same with Nick Pope. But do you know what? I think Dan Burn was really, really good yesterday as well. I really, really thought he was. I thought Cher was at times as well. Lewis Hall in particular. Tino did pretty well as well. I don't think you can rule out anyone having a poor game. Gordon, back to his best. Really was back to his best yesterday. You know, the left-hand side is where he should be playing. It's a no question now. You need him on that left-hand side. I never thought you could dance a waltz to Nothing Else Matters, but it's stunning, says Brian. I just feel long he starts on Saturday. Hope not. I think Eddie's got to realise what worked on Wednesday is going to be playing against Brentford. It's a no-brainer. It's an absolutely no-brainer that the midfield three is what it should be. I know Willock would start to show glimpses of coming back, but he wasn't great in the last game he played. So he might have to stop being a bit patient now till he gets his opportunity. Because I thought what we played yesterday absolutely worked its socks off. Completely worked its socks off as well. Trippier was missing from the game yesterday, was due to an illness, so it's not an injury, and it looks like they said he should be okay for Saturday away to Brentford down in the capital. So that's good news. So it was just an illness that ruled Trippier out yesterday. I feel like he could have started the game yesterday, but you know what? It worked. It did work without him. It really, really did. So, yeah. Well, we had the first opportunity of the game. We did through Tonali. It was a good save by Keller. It really, really was. And you're thinking, right, this is it. Look what we could show what we are going to do in the game. Wolves were shite again. I think O'Neill's in big trouble. I think he's in absolutely huge, all sorts of trouble as well. The same with Lopetegui as well. I'm not howling yet. If we stop beating teams that are not part of the six and more than one in a row, then maybe I'll be howling. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from, Truls. Maybe he still needs a few more results to start getting more back of the fans again. Fans in the ground yesterday were still supporting him as well. I like the War Flags display before the game as well. I really, really did. So that was really, really good to see as well. So we had the greatest chance, of course, as I mentioned, through Tonali. We did have opportunities to get balls in the box as well. Just at times no one could get on the end of them, but at least we're trying to create opportunities for ourselves, which is what we wanted to see. I mean, Charlie, we looked at last week and thought that was deemed completely unacceptable, and we had to massively rectify that. And look how we completely rectify that. But we've got to say, Alexander Isak, the goal he scored was just incredible. What a goal that was. Top bins. Keller had no chance of saving that. So we take the lead and really deserved. I know Liverpool had some good opportunities before that, which Paul was calling into action for. But, yeah. What a goal from Isak. That is Isak at his best. That is definitely Isak at his best. Because it shows what he can do when he's on his game. He will score the chances. And he thought, right, I'm going to have a pop outside the box with this one. And what a goal it was. What a cracking goal it was. I understand why the referees, I think do you need to add to you there, Brian? Only thing that pissed me off was I thought, where the fuck were you all last few weeks? Should be playing like that all against opponents if we have European aspirations. Absolutely, Andrew. It's all about consistency. We just haven't seen it, which has been the most annoying thing. Because it just looks like what we can do against teams when we're on our game. But when we're just sitting, can't be bothered, or we'll take things too easily, look what happens. Looks like we ruined the media narrated of Salah scoring the winner as they weren't expecting Shea to score, and the scenes of the ref did blow the whistle. I'm going to get on to that because I think that was an absolute disgrace by Andy Madley yesterday. It really, really was. Thunderbolt by Alexander. Yeah, why the referee blew it was 9.5 seconds. But surely there could have been a little bit more added time considering the free kick we had as well. Surely there could have been a little bit extra into that as well. And look at the way the attack was planned for us. And again, I will get on to that. If that was Liverpool on the attack, final whistle, referee would have... Exactly, Coffee. Referee would have allowed to continue that on if it was Liverpool. Cartel at work last night. Ref should be checked and Slot should not be badgering the ref. I heard things about that. He's got to be careful. You can land himself all sorts of trouble for that. I mean, what did Liverpool? What did he see that the referee did wrong for Liverpool in the first half? Because I didn't see anything at all. I thought, bar that incident, I thought Andy Madley wasn't too bad yesterday. He wasn't letting Liverpool get the wrong way. He could blatantly spot shirt pulling, and if you are caught shirt pulling, it's a yellow card offence. And that's what Andy Madley did right. He was booking players for pulling shirts. Our defence is still too shaky, but Botman's soon back. Yeah, absolutely, Truls. But the times we did well to defend, we did very well. I know Dan Burney putting some really, really good tackles. Why wasn't we allowed to attack at the end of the game? Asked the referee, Lewis. Lots of reports that Slot tried to beat the refs at half time. Yeah, it's been going. Yeah, I heard a lot of reports have been coming out with that as well. Van Dijk should have been sent off. I have seen that, and he's very lucky not to escape any punishment with that, because that is a blatant elbow. He's gone to do that intentionally, and he's got away with that. He's just a bold clop, says Andrew. And he's one of the better referees. See, I used to thought he was one of the poorest up there, to be fair. Like, he really, really was. But do you know what? He didn't really put a foot wrong. Just that ball incident. 3 goals let in, no matter who you play, is too many. You know what? And yeah, I can understand, Truls. It is Liverpool as well. We know that they're at the top for a reason. They've been one of the best. They've been technically the best team this season, to be fair. Like, the way Liverpool players were handling the ref for penalties. Yeah, I've seen that as well. And by the way, that was never a penalty. But by the way, the one on Isak as well, we'll get into as well. We really, really get into as well. Because I thought no at first when I was seeing it at the game, but I've seen the replays. And I think the bloke was very lucky. Last night showed my Scouse pool not as good as the table suggests. The main rivals have had all the bad spells. They're getting away with it. Well, 7 points now because Arsenal beat Man United and we took a point off them. It was not the elbow, it was the shoulder, but still, if it was us doing that to a Liverpool player, it would be a red card. Plus Gordon, because could have had concussion for the rest of the game. We don't know. Yeah, could have well done. I understand, but it's Liverpool. They've just beat Real Madrid. Yep, absolutely. Refs give Jota a dive last season. Yeah, they did. We'll never forget about that. What does the MR and PRs relate in the title? It's match review and player ratings, Mark. It's just, I can't fit all the words on because YouTube only allows you to have so many characters per title. I think it's about 100 characters. So you're having to trim it down a little bit. That's just why I just put MR and PR just for match review and player ratings. Good evening, Martin. Hope you're well. Fantastic game. Absolutely, it was. However, we did have a chance to double our lead because I don't know what Joe Gomez is doing. And Gorn completely robs him off the ball. He should have buried that. We could have been 2-0 up at half time. We really, really could have went 2 up into half time. And that would have been a great opportunity because that would have possibly decked Liverpool's confidence a little bit more. And they massively got away with that, Liverpool. That I think Jomas was a very lucky boy because imagine if we did score that. Oh boy, I think Arnie Slot would have been having massive words. Mourinho was back. He was coffee. Do you know what he was? I thought it was about Mr. and MRS's reference as I was debating a few on me. No, it's definitely not. I just have to sometimes keep shorten the sentences on the title because, again, it's YouTube. Won't allow you to have so many characters per title, which is why when I put quick thoughts, I always put QTS. However, preview, I'll always fit in the title because so... But it's so MR and PRS or match review and play ratings. So that's why I have to keep shorting those down. By the way, the new TV rights kick in next season, so no more Amazon games because they decided not to renew. All right, then okay. Members last season, Liverpool played 5 extra minutes. Last time we played them at Anfield, and the referee blew his whistle 18 seconds after the 95 minutes was up. I'm not saying much. Very good point, Lewis. We need to see this Mourinho on a coffee. Yes, we do, coffee. It's all about the consistency from the players. Well, all the players, in fact, not just one player. Don't ask which is top. So, yeah. But second half comes and Liverpool do start up the game. They really, really do. I think Slot must have had a bit of a talking to because Liverpool were not anywhere near that team they would have been in the other games they've played. But second half, they did have to up at the game, and particularly they did get back level through Curtis Jones. And you're thinking, oh boy, here we go again. Here we go again. Well, I missed a comment there from Truls again. I was happy with the draw. I thought he was going to get. Do you know what I thought it was, Truls? I did say 4-0 to Liverpool at first because you're having no shots on target against Crystal Palace, one of the poorest teams. It's not going to have you much confidence going into the next game. And boy, oh boy, yeah. It's a bumpy ride, Yopper. Keep that question for Friday. Yep. Liverpool was still lucky to have 11 men on the pitch. It could easily have had 9 men. Possibly could have. They got away with some decisions. I was thinking about 8-0 to Liverpool before the Newcastle game. Yep. I think Julie Jay was even thinking of 8-0 as well. But you know what? We saw some fight yesterday. But let's do this on a regular basis. Because look what we can do. So, yeah, Liverpool did get back level. But we got ourselves back in front, which was great again. Good link-up here between Isak and Gordon. And you know why Gordon needs plays on the left, so he can make sure he can cut in and get those shots and aim for the far corner. Is exactly what he did to put us 2-1 up into the game. Great finish. Really, really great finish. And we are back in front of the game. Would you believe it? Because you were thinking, oh boy, Liverpool are level. Our confidence is going to absolutely blow. But it didn't. We got ourselves back in front. Which is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So did I, Newcastle fan. That Nunes miss, he was dreadful yesterday. Absolutely, he was awful yesterday for Liverpool, Nunes. He was terrible. He's not been a consistent player for them. He hasn't. And the low fans were chanting, you're just a shit Andy Carroll. He was dreadful. I thought he was absolutely dreadful for them yesterday. That Nunes miss in particular as well. Yep. I went 7-0 to him for a change. Pope made some great reactive saves. He did. With the low teams, you have to peel them apart, and the high teams, you can play them on a different level basis. That's the difference. We do now have enough from fronts to peel to teams apart. We need space. Mm-hmm. And Nick Pope got booked as well right at the end of the game. He did for the descent. Yeah, I know he's taken off from Gallery Lineker on Match of the Day, but it's under embargo. I don't know how the BBC managed to get him a real shithousery television network. Is crying right now. Interesting. Predicted us to win. Coffee. It's good to see that you had the optimism still. I know Mason went 2-2, so he wasn't too far away. Back after dinner says Yopper. No problem. But Liverpool get the equaliser from none other than Mo Salah. The guy is world class. You cannot deny it. The guy is world class. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. He really, really is. So that puts Liverpool 11 at the game. But just before that, they did get a lot of their other main players who didn't play. So like Szoboszlai came on, who was on the bench. Luis Diaz, of course, as well. And so they're having to throw a lot of their main big players on as well because they were resting them. Of course, they do have the Merseyside derby this weekend as well. So maybe they were possibly dropping some of those players to keep for that game. But they got them on, and that's when Liverpool got the equaliser. And they did, instead, take the lead. And through Mo Salah again, you're thinking, oh boy, that's it. We've lost the game, unfortunately. Boy, but do you know what? We did go 3-1 up. After when we went 2-0, we thought we had an opportunity that it was going to be 3-1 until Isak was unfortunately deemed offside. Close, very close. Just a shame. It was offside. Big gut wrenching. But we win the free kick, and it's a good whipped in free kick by Bruno. It really, really is. And I don't know what Keller is doing well off his line there. He's probably thinking the ball was going to go out with play till Fabian Schär. I know it's a bit of a tight angle, but gets his boot onto it. 3-3, back level in the game. Pretty much going into stoppage time. And we've crawled back, and it looks like we are going to take a point. All thought Maybe one last attack could have got us a win. Yes, this is what we are going to get onto. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Let me just get it up a minute, guys. Because, oh, Jesus Christ. Right, so here we are, guys. This is it. Charlie, there could have been a little bit more at time of added, particularly when we had the free kick, which Isak unfortunately just put over the bar. Unfortunately, he was a little bit unlucky. Oh, but this, oh my God, look at this. It's technically 3-on-1. So you've got Isak, you've got Wilson there as well. I can't tell who that is as well. Is that Willock? It could be. Oh, my word. To see that taken away from you is absolutely gut-wrenching. And no wonder us fans were kicking off at the referee at the end of the game. Oh, I mean, one last opportunity and just to have it snatched away from you. Oh, boy, it's absolutely heartbreaking. It really, really is. Because the whistle went when we were on the halfway. It was a great opportunity. And it was Trent Alexander-Arnold who was marking Chef for that goal. He's not a right back. He's a good attacker, but he's not a defender. Last night felt like a Champions League game. I've said it felt like a game back in the KEV days when we lost in the 4-3 defeats. It felt like that in a way to me as well. The more the media praise the opponent when we play the happy I am. Absolutely. The 2 goals equal for Liverpool. It was Lewis's whole fault. Yeah, he's got to be doing a little better, but I thought he did very well yesterday, Lewis. So I thought he dealt with Salah at times very well, particularly in the first half. And I'll be sending Lineker that I'm a celebrity documentation to his agency next year. Kid, 1.7 million should do it. I think I know what you've got the idea. It's going to be Brian. You were sending me messages about this as well. So, yeah. But it's good to see our players show some fight yesterday. But anyway, going back to Andy Madley. No wonder us fans were kicking off with Adam yesterday. No wonder us fans were kicking off just to have one opportunity. There could have been just a little bit of added more, particularly because we had a free kick and it took a bit of time to get it done. And at times, as soon as the referee shook the hands with everyone, he could not wait to get down that tunnel. He certainly couldn't. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, the Dugout Football Channel. Hope you're keeping well. Another classic in the Liverpool Newcastle. Absolutely, it was. That was a great game yesterday, and let us know how you are feeling as well. That we take a point from yous yesterday as well. I still can't believe last night we were actually first on Match of the Day. There you are. Yep. Lewis Hall was up against one of the Premier League players of Premier League's greatest players. He was. At half time, he was laughing and joking with the Liverpool manager. Oh, well. Blimey. But it's now about the consistency. Do this against Brentford. Brentford have lost 3-1 to Villa yesterday. We've got a good record at the G-Tech Community Stadium. We play like that, like we did yesterday. We've got a chance of winning. We absolutely have another chance of winning. So this is just consistency. We can do it against the not so called big teams, because if we do, we can blitz a team apart. Like West Ham, it looks like we show no interest. We start off well, but then we just collapse completely. Palace, that was dreadful. Some of the other games as well that I haven't mentioned. Brighton's another one. I know they've done very well this season, but still, look at if we are on our game, we go for it. Look what we can do to teams. And it's all about the consistency now. Look at the time, though, Pete. Aye. I'm relieved we got a point, but disappointed not to take all three. It is one of those games. It is, Doug. It really, really is. It was eating seconds when they won the counter-attack, but you got to let the attack go on as well. Right, another one I'm going to pick out, and that's the possible penalty we should have had when Isak went down the box. At first, I said, not at first. Is he gone a bit too soft? Until I saw the clips, and I think it is a penalty for me. And again, this wasn't even checked apparently by VAR. Or unless VAR quickly dismissed it, because I think that is a penalty all day long. And we didn't get it, unfortunately. Just a shame Isak's the goal was counted offside. But again, that surprised Liverpool because the way we were breaking up at the end of the pitch, and at times they could not cope with it. And the player was on a yellow card. Yes, if that was given as a penalty, I think the lads' game would have been officially over. But it was a great game yesterday. It goes down in one of the classics as well, along with the 4-3 games as well. So, but let's continue to keep this going. That's what we want to see now. Because look what we can do against teams. And we can stop, and we can definitely qualify for Europe. We've got a chance of possibly to another cup final if we perform in the games. And we got to find a way to watch the game on Saturday. Yeah, I know, Lewis. We'd absolutely do. Liverpool came back from good wins against Madrid and City. I don't think they expected us to bring back the high imprints. No, they didn't. They were in for a massive, massive surprise yesterday as well. They certainly were. But let's see what. But let's hopefully we can continue this up. And you know, yeah, we finally did win a coin toss because as soon as Bruno won that coin toss, he was singing, right, down the Leazes in the first half. Considering all our other games, we've been kicking down the Gallagher end. But he finally won a coin toss. And you're thinking, here we go. We are kicking down in the Leazes in the first half. Which is so finally Bruno wins. Apparently the referee was begging to the uphill for the first half. Really? Wow. But it was great yesterday. It was great to be there. I was really nervous at first before the game. But yeah, it was great to be there yesterday. It really, really was. Eddie's got to get this down to the players now to make sure it's now consistent on a regular basis now. It really, really has to be. We'll get into the player ratings in just a moment, but let us know who you think your man of the match was yesterday if you haven't got yours in, because I think you could definitely pick a few. You certainly can pick a few. Really, really can. Because some players were fantastic. A lot of our players were really performed yesterday. They really, really did. So let us know who you are going to pick for man of the match. For yesterday, it's a hard one to pick up because you can see Isak, you could see Tonali, possibly Bruno could be in there, possibly some of our defenders there as well. Sandro Tonali player of the match for Lewis. Oh, interesting. And you need to play him in that 6 role now and have Bruno playing a bit more further forward now. That worked very well yesterday. It really, really worked very well yesterday. So yeah, let's get into the player ratings now. So do take part in the live chat and let us know what your player ratings are. for yesterday. So there we go. So kicking it off in goal with Nick Pope. Couldn't do out about the goals, unfortunately. He had to pull off some good saves at times. At times, I thought his kicking was a little bit more better yesterday, I thought. That's what he just needs to work on his kicking. I think there was only maybe one or two that just went out. But other than that, some of it, the rest of his kicking looked a lot more better for me yesterday. I will give Osila man of the match for his movement on the bench to keep his ass warm. Yeah, still not getting any game times. You can call it the man of the match. You call it player of the match. Well, still the same thing. Tonali by Mal can't believe he's been sat on his back for most of the season. So FA, yeah, absolutely. Coffee's go for it. I need to give my rating. I will give Nick Pope in 8 for yesterday. I thought he did very well. So I'll go with an 8 as well for Nick Pope. Okay. Let's go into Tino. I thought Tino did pretty well yesterday. There was one incident. He gave the ball away very dangerously away, I thought, at times. And that could have nearly put us into trouble, I thought, rather than trying to clear his lines a lot more quicker. But I think Tino's going to get really so much better as a player. I really believe he certainly will do. So Tino, I'll give a 7 because he did well. It was just that one where he could have put us in danger. We've got an 8 from Mick for Pub as well. We've got a 7. We've got some more 7s coming in for Tino as well. Okay, into Fabian Schär. Did very well yesterday. Put some good tackles in, I thought. Some of his long balls a lot more better. I think it was just, I remember one of them that just didn't seem to come off. But a lot of his long balls were a lot more better yesterday as well. I really thought they were. And the goal as well, to come up in the right place at the right time was very good from Fabian Schär. And it was from a tight angle, but he got his boot on it and still managed to put that in the back of the net as well to make it 3-3. Fabian Schär, I will go with an 8 as well. So we got a 9 and we've got an 8 and we've got an 8 as well. Okay, into Dan Burn. And I thought Dan Burn played very well at times. He had to put some really crucial tackles in, I thought, as well. He played some long balls as well, I thought. And it's good to see Dan Burn still commit what he can do. He really can. I was worried at first he was probably going to get torn a new one at times. But you know what? I thought at times Burn was very good and put some really good tackles in. I thought at times he was very tidy on the ball as well. I really thought he was. So I will give Dan Burn an 8 as well. I thought he did very well. Did very well at times, I thought, Dan Burn. So I will go with as I mentioned, I will go with an 8 for Burn as well. Okay, then left back, Lewis Hall. And again, Lewis at times played very well. Bit of question on his defending for one of the Salah goals, you could say. But at times, particularly in the first half, I thought he dealt with Salah very well. I really thought he did. So I really thought he dealt with Salah, particularly in the first half. Wasn't going to let it have his own way, which was really good. So I will give Lewis Hall a 8 as well. So you did very well. Okay. Right then. So we go into midfield now. And first of all, we go with that man there, Mr. Sandro Tonali. He was exceptional yesterday. Just shows why he needs to play. And you play him in that number 6 role. And look how it worked yesterday. People, all this talk that Bruno and Tonali can't play together. Yes, they can. Have Tonali in that position and have Bruno a little bit more right central so he can go further forward with the ball. And Tonali did very well yesterday. Very fantastic as well yesterday. I'm going to say he was actually my man of the match, Sandro Tonali. He was exceptional yesterday. Absolutely exceptional. 10 out of 10. Double figures, I'm giving it. He was brilliant, Tonali, yesterday. He was incredible. We've got a 9. Wacky just given a 7.5 for Hall. Tonali a 9 from Coffee and a 10 from Mick as well. Yeah, he was exceptional. Absolutely yesterday. Tonali, brilliant. Tonali, 9 East Person's man of the match. Sorry, Enquiries. He was incredible. And you play him in that role. Next, of course, we will go with Bruno. And I thought Bruno was exceptional as well yesterday. I thought that was Bruno. That was Bruno. How he should be playing. 2 assists yesterday, which was incredible. I thought he worked his socks off. Helped set up Isak for the first goal and a free kick to whip in for Fabian Schär equalise there for us as well. Bruno a 9. I'm going to give Bruno a 9. He was brilliant yesterday as well. Ooh, we got a 10 from Coffee as well. We got a 9 as well. We've got a 9 from Mick. And we got 2 assists. Yep, it certainly was 2 assists, wasn't it? So a 9 for Bruno. Okay. And the last one in midfield was Joelinton. Very, very good as well yesterday, I thought. Did what he had to do. Kept his discipline. Although I've heard talks that as soon as the final whistle went, he was going to have a pop at the 4th official until I think Jason Tindall and Panny Graham Jones had to restrain him from doing that. But yeah, I thought Joelinton was very on his game yesterday. I really, really thought he was. And at times he had to make himself look big, and he really, really did that. So I'm going to say a 8 for Joelinton. Very, very good yesterday from Joelinton. Did what he really had to do yesterday. So we've got a 9 for Bruno for Wacky. We've got an 8 for Lewis and an 8.5 for Mick and an 8 from Coffee as well. Oh, we got Luke Chapman, who's a Northampton Town fan. Welcome to the show. Hope if they are new, please do subscribe as well. That would be really, really appreciated if you could do that as well. Right then, so we go on to the attacking 3 now. And we will start with Jacob Murphy. And you've got to give credit to Murphy. He did very well yesterday. Only thing that possibly was a letdown was those opportunities he probably should have took. Particularly that one where the keeper was completely off his line. He tried to lob it just wide of the post. Very unlucky. But Murphy put in a shift for me yesterday. I really, really thought he did. And again, it's just what you want to see because there is something you can get with Jacob Murphy. I was thinking he's on borrowed time in this club now. But yesterday, it didn't feel like that at all from him. So I'm going to say Jacob Murphy an 8. I thought he did very well. Very, very well yesterday. Just unlucky not to score. But other than that, he was really on his game yesterday. I really, really thought he was. Very warm welcome, Luke says, Lewis. We've got a 7. We've got a 10. Coffee's back with his 10s. 8. We've got a 7 as well. For that 1v1, Keller did well to throw Murphinho off. Yep, absolutely. Certainly did. And again, you got to question his marking for our equaliser. He's well far too off his line. That is definitely poor goalkeeping. It really is. So yeah. Okay, on to the next of the attacking 3, Anthony Gordon, and that was back to being Anthony Gordon. It really, really was. Really, really good to see that was Anthony Gordon on his best yesterday. I really, really thought it was. Which was absolutely fantastic to see yesterday. Really, really impressed by him. And that is the Anthony Gordon we do want to see. We haven't seen it much this season, but that felt like it yesterday as well. Really, really good. Took his goal very well. He needs to be playing left. It's a no-brainer. Anthony Gordon, I'm giving a 9. Moutinho loves hitting the post with the ball. Yep, got a 9 as well. We got a 9 as well. We got a 10. Goal celebration probably silenced all the talk about him leaving. Yep, that could have well been Coffee. Absolutely could have well been in an 8.5 as well. Okay, and the last one of the attacking of the starting 11 was, of course, Alexander Isak, and that was Isak at his best yesterday. It really, really was. The goal he scored was absolutely perfection. That's got to be nominated for goal of the month. Surely has to be nominated for goal of the month. What a strike it was. Keller had no chance of saving that. Thought he had a second goal. Shame the flag was up. Just offside. Unlucky. Imagine if that went in. Oh, if that was counted. But Isak, brilliant yesterday. Fantastic. A 9 for Isak as well. He was incredible. Incredible. 100 out of 10, 9.5, 9. Clock at 70 miles an hour as well for the goal. They'll still give goal of the month to Salah or someone else. He struck a 9 for that strike outside the box. Absolutely. Certainly was. Okay, then, so we will get into the substitutions now. We will start off with Harvey Barnes. He wasn't too bad when he came on yesterday, Harvey Barnes, but we know the right-hand side, it doesn't suit him. It really, really doesn't suit him. But he did okay yesterday, Harvey Barnes. Really, really thought he wasn't too bad yesterday. He is gonna have to be patient, so he wasn't too bad. So I'll give him a 6 for yesterday. He was all right. So you've got a 6, we've got a 5, we've got a 7. It will be a hairpin from a Man U player that will win it. Oh, God. That's got to be nominated for goal of the month. Surely it has to be. Surely has to be. Next, in the other substitutions we did bring on as well. Of course, we did have Callum Wilson on. Did okay, but came on late in the game. I thought Callum Wilson. What can you give for Wilson? Because he was only on for that short a time, actually. I would say 6 for Wilson. It was all right. There's rumours of I've heard there's rumours of Bonds being sold. I'll personally not sell Bonds just yet. I think he needs another full season, I would say. Play last night, Ant and Deg watching the match when they were doing I'm a Celebrity. Oh, interesting. We got a 6, we got a 5, we got a 6 as well. Okay, then. Wilson could have had a goal if the referee... He could have done, yes. Well, one of them could have had it. Charlie could have had it. Okay, and the other substitutions, of course, were Longstaff. I don't remember him touching the ball, to be fair. Like, really, really don't remember him touching the ball at all, Sean Longstaff, yesterday. So that could be a very interesting one to rate. Probably just, a standard 5, something like that for Longstaff. To mark the recent 30th birthday of Sixfield Stadium in Northampton Football Club is excited to shift from the 1994-95 season, the first season played. Oh, nice one. That's very interesting, Luke. Longstaff 5 for 5 as well. Okay, and the last substitution, of course, was Willock, but again, was very late in the game. As well, I thought. So again, just a standard 5 for Joe Willock as well. I forgot to mention the challenge on Bruno at the start of the game was a nasty one. Yeah, that looked a bit of a naughty one because Bruno was limping a bit at times as well. Longier 12, the 5 as well. Right then, so that's all of the players that we have rated. Just the last few ones to get through now. 6 as well from Andrew. Right, let's mark with that man there, Mr. Andy Madley. During the game, he didn't put a foot wrong. He wasn't letting Liverpool get away with it. He was booking them plays for shirt pulling, which is deemed a yellow card offence. It really, really is. But to simply just, spoil the party for a one last attack to possibly try and win the game. Fuck me. Oh, God. What can I score this referee on? Oh, God. Because you could give him a rating for... Didn't pretty well for refereeing the game. Oh, boy, man. What could you give? Referee, do you know what? I'm giving... because that was a disgrace yesterday, and he couldn't wait to trot off down the tunnel. Referee, 2. I'm giving him a 2. Logging in for not kicking Willock on the bench. I didn't realise the full-time whistle went, says, yeah, it did. 5 minus 10. I've given him a 2 because he's getting downgraded for that one last attack that he really, really ruined. There you are. Okay. Our fans, incredible yesterday. 10 out of 10 as always. We kept going. We kept backing our team throughout the whole of the game. And War Flag's display was cracking as well. But our fans kept going, sang our hearts out, kept behind our side for the whole of that game. 10 out of 10 for our fan base. Surely Premier League must look into Arnie Slot and Andy Madley through the Premier League manager's rule not allowed in the referee's room. If that is the case, then Arnie Slot's in hot water. If that is doing that. Fans, 100 out of 10 for 10 for the fans and did leave early. No, we didn't. We certainly didn't. Maybe bar a few that might have. But fans, definitely a 10 out of 10 yesterday. You can't deny that. Absolutely, you cannot deny that. Okay, right, last one. Was in the tunnel, not always in the tunnel. Fair enough. But again, if he's had some spat with them, he's got to be careful. If that's the case, then Slot might get a 10-game stadium ban. Okay, last one. It's Eddie Howe. He got that right yesterday. You can't deny that. He got that right. Rotated in the midfield, putting Tonali as the 6, Bruno Morphy the forward. Went with Murphy for a change, and it did work with Murphy yesterday. It really, really did. Put Joelinton back into midfield, and it worked incredibly yesterday. Had Gordon back in his preferred position on the left, and yeah, you are. Do you know what? I'm going to give Eddie Howe double figures a 10 out of 10 yesterday because he got that so right yesterday. We know you could tell there was probably people complaining we fetched Tonali off and Joelinton off. It looked like the pair of them were out of gas completely, so you can understand Eddie Howe having to bring them off in a way as well. Did go with Wilson to try and make it 2 up top as well. But Eddie Howe got it right yesterday. How 9 playing, passing and finishing lost him the win. I know. Still on the fence for Eddie Howe. He needs to get the players to perform like this. Yes, that's exactly well said, Coffee. It's all about the consistency now. What happened with the Keegan bit? I'm not entirely too sure what happened with the Keegan bit, to be honest. But it was great yesterday. It was great to be there. Couldn't have asked for anything more. I know we didn't get the 3 points, but to take a point off a team that's top of the league and being fantastic this season is really, really incredible. Absolutely incredible. Which it really, really is. As well, so here you are. So that is all the ratings that we have done. let's take this into Brentford now, because we've got a good record down there. We really have. This is an opportunity to go out this team. We know Brentford, what they've been like at home this season, but this is an opportunity to continue this now. It really, really is. Was KK in the stadium? Was it just the ref at the previous matches we have Liverpool? I don't think Keegan wasn't there. There was talk of him. Good. It looks like he was going to be there, but I'm not sure why. He didn't fortunately come. I feel like the pressure is on this weekend, man. We only got 1 point, so we can't expect the same this weekend. A win is a must in order to stay in the run for Europe. Yeah, absolutely, Alessandro. Just that's what we need if we want Europe or to try and win a trophy. They're still in the Carabao Cup. We're not far away from Wembley. Get through the quarterfinals. We're in the semi-final. I know it'll be 2 legs. And there'll be 2 games if we do in the semi-final. It's 2 games away from Wembley. But this is all about consistency now. It really, really is. See you all later. Take care, Lewis. It's all about to keep this air going now. That's all we can ask for as well. So there you are. But we take a point. But as I mentioned, we take a point against Liverpool. Great to be there yesterday. It felt like the King Kev days. It really did. Let's take this into Brentford. We know it's not going to be an easy game. I mean, Brentford have been a very, very good team this season. No doubt about that. But let's take this, just take this consistency and give it to them. We really, really can. Absolutely. Lewis Hall, wow, what a left back. Surely England's first choice. Has to be, Robert. Surely has to be. Shaw is made of glass. Chilwell's been dreadful. Who else can you play there? Yeah, exactly. But let's continue this momentum going now. That's all we can ask for. Let's take this into Brentford as well. So, yeah. Lewis Hall looks so young and is playing great. Also, he is so young. He is. There you are. It's absolutely well. Wacky, and if you're still watching, it looks like Lopetegui is going to be given at least another game to try and put it right. So, it looks like it could be a 1 game to put it right against Wolves as well. I mean, both teams in big trouble. Lopetegui, because of West Ham possibly should be higher up, and Wolves are just in an absolute contrasty. I mean, to get absolutely trounced at Goodison Park, and not let mention that one of the players that scored for Everton was Ashley Young. So Wolves in all sorts of trouble, and Gary O'Neill's under huge pressure as well for me as well. So hit the thumbs up, everyone. Yep, please do hit the thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Cheers so much, Wacky, for that as well, because it is important we do get the likes so people do know where to find us, of course, in the YouTube search results. Already hit the thumbs up. Cheers so much, Ronald. Really appreciate that as well. So here you are. So we are going to start to draw the show to a close pretty much. We have got another show tonight for you. So you will see us again back a bit later at 8 o'clock. And that is, of course, our match preview for Brentford. Mason will be back for this one. So do remember to join us, of course, at 8 o'clock for that one, where we run through what could happen for the game on Sunday away to Brentford as well. So we are back again at 8 o'clock tonight for our match preview. And of course, we are back tomorrow night for you know what? The Crazy PD's Football Live Show. We will be, of course, be back. I will be back on Saturday as well for the fan reaction show. So that's your opportunity to have your say on the game against Brentford. And of course, Sunday will be the match review and the player ratings for that game as well. So, yeah, we are back again at 8 o'clock tonight. Yes, Wolves so got a chance to save his jobs. Absolutely wacky. Even a draw's not good enough for you guys. If you get a draw, against a really poor Wolves team. I think that could well and truly him be gone. And again, the one that's likely mentioned to replace could be Graham Potter. I've hit it twice as the upper. Woohoo, 2 shows. Yeah, absolutely, Coffee. Do you like? I'll be there for Friday and completely on the piss. If league wasn't as tight points-wise, he would be gone already. Yep. Get in Newcastle 3-3, says Lily. And you're just laughing at Yobba's comments there as well. Oh, God. Cheers, Yobba. I hope you have a great time if you Ganu as well. But it's great if you can stay watch us. I only click once, of course. So, yeah. You are. So, yes, as I mentioned, we are back at 8 o'clock tonight for the preview for Brentford game. And as I mentioned, Mason will be back. So do join us again for that one, guys. There you are. Well, then, if you have enjoyed this preview, guys, please, of course, do not forget to give us the thumbs up. Again, really important that we do get the likes so people do know where to find us in the YouTube search results. Smash the likes if you haven't already done so. We always appreciate the likes, and it helps other people know where to find us on YouTube as well. So again, please do remember to hit the likes. Of course, if you are brand new at the channel, or if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on this channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button. It is completely free to do so. It does help make the channel grow. And we are close to 2,300. We are now, I've just checked, just a few subs away from 2,300. Help us get there as soon as we can, or that would be absolutely fantastic. We're just a few subscribers away now from 2,300. So if you haven't got yourself subscribed, if you're brand new, or if you've not yet subscribed and you enjoy what we bring on this channel week in, week out for you guys, please, of course, do show your support by smashing that subscribe button. It'll help continue to make this channel grow, as always. And please, of course, do hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video has been uploaded as well. So please make sure you do hit that bell notification to make sure you do not miss any content at all that we bring out for you on this channel week in, week out. So in that way, you will not miss any content that we bring out. And if you can't watch it on the day, particularly a live show, you can always catch it on a rewatch as well. So there you are. Bye, PD and all. Cheers, Coffee. We'll catch you later on, Coffee. Great results, says Christopher, but I think we got robbed the referee saved. Yep, I'm still annoyed with that. Enjoy your lunchtime, PD. See you a day. Not sure what's happening yet. That's no worries. Take care, all you as well. You have a watch of Eddie's interview with Simon John. Quite interesting. Yeah, I need to catch up with that. I've not had a chance to watch that yet, I must say, to be fair. So we'll catch up with that as soon as I can. So there you are. And take care, says Ronald as well. And again, as I mentioned, we will catch you all back at 8 o'clock for tonight for the match preview. So, yeah, 2 shows we've got tonight for you. So it was just thinking when to try and squeeze both shows in, but we've worked our way around it, which is good. So we could manage to get our preview and player ratings done tonight for Liverpool, and we can get the preview done, of course, for later on for the Brentford game as well. And of course, the crazy show is tomorrow, and the live fan reaction is tomorrow, and the match review and the play ratings for Brentford is on the Sunday as well. So there you are. Well then, guys, I'm off now to chill a bit and get some tea downers before the preview. So until 8 o'clock, guys, I will see you all then. Catch us in a little while, guys. TTR first. Yep, well, they'll be on at 7 o'clock as well. So there you are. And we do tune into them as well. Fantastic channel as well. So, yeah, make sure you do, of course, check the Toon Review out if you haven't already done so yet. Fantastic bunch of guys on there as well. Anyway, guys, catch us at 8 o'clock. Until then, we're the lads. See you later on, guys. See you later.